What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Swin Nation, back again with another video. And today I'm going to be unboxing the CC Rider seat. Shout out to CC Rider, man, for continue to work with your boy. They did send me a seat when I had my Road Glide, and I posted a video about it. Really nice seat, really comfortable, and for the price, I mean, you cannot go wrong with that seat that I test rode or got for the Harley Road Glide. That seat was comfortable. It was very soft and plush, and I felt like that seat didn't need any braking, period. So now they're working with me on the Goldwing. So let's take a look at this Goldwing seat. I haven't seen a lot of reviews actually about this seat because most people just go, you know, right to the top and go with the Ultimate or maybe the Saddleman or something like that. But nobody really talks too much about this. So, and for a fraction of the price, let's see what you get. So, check that out, y'all. See the back. And then show y'all the front of this thing. Show y'all what this thing is looking like. As you see, there's no cutout for a backrest, which is crazy because in the pan, there's a cutout for a backrest right here, but it doesn't translate to the front. But maybe they may make a seat with the backrest. I'm 100% not sure. So we'll see. And then it looks like it's got some aluminum pieces right here. And then your lock-in tabs, cushions. Let's see how the foam feels. One thing right off the bat that I do notice, just initial impressions, is like this. I don't know. Let me lower this so y'all real quick. One thing I do notice right here, y'all, is this deep lumbar support. Look at that. And the passenger seat definitely looks like it has more cushion. But look at that. Yeah, right about at 6.5. Crazy. Whereas this one, you're coming in right at 5.5. So extra inch. I mean, this seat is about 18 inches wide. Same thing for this one. So about 18 inches. All right. All right. Seat installed, y'all. Bolts lined up, or the holes lined up perfectly. I mean, with it being all black, it's an easy match for the backrest and all that. I really don't see too much of a difference between this and this except for the stripe. This may not be reflective, but also I don't have a stripe there, so. And I love the black stitching across here. If this was reflective, kind of like this, that would be sick, but as you can see, the high lumbar support, when I initially sat in it, I feel like kind of moved me forward just a little bit, just for all this extra lip right here. But you're definitely getting some extra cushion back here for the passenger, like a lot more cushion. I'd say maybe 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch more cushion than what's on the stock seat. What y'all think? Next best thing to do is ride this thing, see what she feels like. YouTube, we are out back in this beast's natural habitat, and that is on the road, planning to do long distance And with this new seat from CC Rider, shout out to CC Rider for sending over the seat for review with no stipulations whatsoever. Just, hey, they said, tell us what you think. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ride this thing for a few hours today, because I feel like with seats, you for one, you gotta break them in to really understand how your body conforms to it. And then also how the foam compresses and how it feels. It takes time. You can't just know right off the bat, like, dang, this seat's great. Like, I've bought some seats in the past that I thought were phenomenal, but then when I'm on the road doing an hour, 2 hours, I'm getting tore up, man. Like, it's not a fun feeling, no diddy. Shooting over to Feeling Good Cookies in Madison Heights, Michigan. So it's about, as you see, about an hour and 30 minutes. That's a beautiful trip. Basically 100 miles there and 100 miles back. I know there's a stretch on the highway on here where there's some pretty big bumps, especially around the Flint area. I'm really curious to see how, and on the stock seat, it would, yeah, you would definitely feel them in your posterior, but it's nothing like with other bikes I've rode. It's definitely manageable. I don't have to stand up off the seat, but I'm really curious to see how this absorbs some of those impacts and how this seat compresses after sitting in it for at least an hour. I'm gonna be in this seat for at least an hour and a half. So I'm curious to see how I feel when I get to the cookie spot. Am I comfortable? Or do I have a sore pain, no diddy, in my butt? And I will be 100% let y'all know. Stay on the road, man, stay on the road. There it is. Feeling Good Cookies. All right, y'all. Check it out. Feeling Good Cookies. After doing, 200 miles on this seat, my question is this seat better? Let me close this. Is this seat better than the stock seat? And in my opinion, yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Only because I felt like, and this is for me personally, that I could go farther in this seat than I could on the stock seat without discomfort. And a lot of times before, I get to a gas station, I'm ready. Like on the way to Tennessee, I was ready to get off after 2 to 3 hours in the saddle, whereas this one, that first stop, I was fine. I know my first stop when I was doing my Tennessee trip, I was ready to get off just to let my bum take a break, and it was nice. I think I stopped in Ohio somewhere, and I was like, yo, this is much needed. But with this one, my first stop, granted, I'm not, I think that one was 2.5 hours straight. This one I did basically almost 2 hours straight. Yeah. This definitely, and I think the reason that I feel so much more comfortable with this seat is because of that extra padding in the back, and then that extra cup, that extra lip back there. It kind of just encompasses you and gives you that support that you typically would get with a backrest. But since this one doesn't have a backrest, without a backrest, that's about as good as you're gonna get, I think, when it comes to the spinal support, the lower spine support. I'm hoping I make that make sense to y'all, but it is definitely comfortable. I will not say it's not comfortable. And here's the biggest thing for me right here, the price. The price of this seat, which is below $300, and you're getting a better ride quality, I believe, over stock, is like a no-brainer to me. If I had to buy one, or if I had to choose, it would be a no-brainer. And especially if you're a little bit of a shorter rider, I think if you're like 6'2" and up, you may feel a little bit more cramped because it does move you forward maybe like an inch. But if you're 6 feet and below, like this is perfect, man. Either that, or maybe I just need to adjust my highway pegs, which I got the Rivcos on, so I can move them forward, and I think I'd be fine. But honestly, I've done what, 3 to 4 hours today on this seat, and I'm completely comfortable. I could not say the same thing about the stock seat. It kind of,
in comparison, it's kind of like when I put the Breezy Rider on. I still think that was actually a tad more comfortable than this, the stock seat with the Breezy Rider. But if you want to go with a different seat that has also more cushion in the back for your passenger, you really can't go wrong, especially for the price. If you're coming from like the K100 or what is it, the bagger model of this Goldwing, you know that seat is real thin. So this one coming with that extra pack, that thickness is nice, especially for the passenger. Yeah, but for me, this seat, man, is a definite nice seat, especially for the price. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Please drop a comment. And if you like me that much, hit the subscribe button. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace. I swear this bike just makes riding so peaceful.